I'm Jeanne and I'm here today from Jimmy Bean's Wool, and I wanted to talk to you about two double decreases. One is called a mitered double decrease or mitered decrease, and the other is just a double decrease. And there's a couple different ways to do them. The mitered decrease causes the decrease to come in on itself in a nice V and really looks nice, of course mitered. And the reason I had this in mind is because I'm knitting the Liesel by Coco Knits, which is a really fun pattern. It is a lot of stockinette, which is great because you can just do it while people are talking to you, while you're talking with other people at coffee with your friends, while your husband is watching television. Anyway, it is really a nice pattern. I'm really enjoying it, and that's what made me think you might like to learn to do the mitered decrease or know how to do double decreases. So I have worked up here. I'm going to show you a couple little things. What you do for this pattern is you work so many decreases in a row, and you can see all my wonderful locking stitch markers, so I can count the number of decreases that I have. Whoops, I'm in the pocket. I can see Siobhan getting ready to zoom in here, so you can see that I'm counting the number of decreases. I mark the place where I make my mitered decrease every single time on the one side. If I did it on both sides, one, this piece would be ridiculously heavy, and two, I wouldn't know which was the beginning of my round and which wasn't. So the one with the multiple locking stitch markers is the beginning of my round, and then I have one stitch marker that I move up every time. So now I know that how many decreases I've done according to Julie Weissenberger's pattern. So I worked up to this point for you guys, for you all out there in knitting land, so that I could show you her mitered decrease. And also show you my single locking stitch marker right here. So I move this locking stitch marker every time I actually create a double decrease. And we may be able to get in here. I haven't, of course, washed or blocked this piece yet, but you can sort of see behind my fingers. Let me grab a needle. I'll try to stay here so the camera doesn't go wonky on us. And I'll pick up one of the double decreases down here. You can see that it's right in this section, and this of course is dark yarn, I'm sorry, but that is a double decrease, and it gives you a nice look from both directions, which is just like a mitering on a picture frame or molding. I'm doing a kitchen remodel, oh my gosh, so I have miter things, all kinds of crazy stuff on my mind, but it gives you that symmetrical shape. So let me show you how to do it. It really is quite brilliant, quite easy. What you do is you slip the first two stitches together as if to knit. Okay, slip the first two stitches together as if to knit. Knit the next stitch like this. Then take the tip of your left hand needle back and put it underneath those two stitches and pull them over the top and drop them off. Now what this does is, by slipping them knitwise together, is it really twists them and so snugs that decrease up. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. And now after doing this decrease, I would normally move this stitch marker up right here to this stitch, and that lets me know that right here I just did a decrease, and then I can count my rows up. So we're going to do that one more time. Slip two together as if to knit, just like that. Knit one, and then take the tip of your left hand needle and slip it under those stitches and just pass them over the top like that. Okay, so that gives you a mitered decrease. Now another way to do a double decrease is, you ready, Siobhan? Here we go. She rocks. She just rocks. Is to slip your first stitch purlwise, knit the next 2 stitches together like that. Take the left hand tip of your needle, get that first slip stitch over and just pass it over. Now it does give you an entirely different look. It kind of leans to the left in your work, where mitered decrease is an equal decrease. So you just kind of read your pattern and figure out which way you want your decrease to look. But a double decrease creates a really nice look in a piece, and you are decreasing 2 stitches, so keep that in mind. I will do this one more time. Slip as if to purl, knit 2 together, and then come back with the left tip of your left hand needle, bring that slipped stitch over the top. And let me give you a quick tip about slipping stitches. There's kind of an unwritten rule. You'll find it in just a couple of obscure places, but it's something that knitters have passed along to other knitters. The rule of thumb is always slip as if to purl unless the pattern is more specific and says slip as if to knit. Play with it, look at it, see what it does for you. Some knitters like to slip as if to purl only on the purl side and slip as if to knit only on the knit side, which of course twists the stitches. But the unwritten rule for most patterns, and for those of you who are newer knitters, is always slip as if to purl, only slip as if to knit if the pattern is very specific about that. But play with it, see what you like the look of. So I'm Jeanne. We were doing mitered double decreases and a double decrease, and enjoy, happy knitting. Thanks for watching. I'm from Jimmy Beans Wool. Bye!
Thunder rumbles on this American summer night. There's kids on the corner, stuck in a switchblade fight. And the rock and roll bands play for